Hello everyone, this is Fawad. Welcome to Future on Cloud. In this video, I am going to show you how you can configure multiple SSIDs with Aruba access points. So let's jump into it. In my lab, I have set up one core switch, which is configured with three DHCP pools. Out of three, I am going to use two for SSIDs and one for the management IP address of our access point. My fast Ethernet 13 is connected with my access switch. So this is the configuration of interface 13, and this is the configuration of gigabit 1/0, which is connected as an uplink. Remaining two interface fast ethernet 0/1 and 0/2 are connected with Aruba access points respectively. So fast ethernet 01 is configured with encapsulation .1q and the native VLAN is 100. Why I have configured VLAN 100 is because VLAN 100 is configured with management IP and it is configured with DHCP pool. So that is the reason I have configured trunk interface with native VLAN. Otherwise, if your VLAN default VLAN like VLAN 1 is configured with the DHCP IP, so you don't need to configure this native VLAN command. And then spanning tree port fast, although it is not recommended on the trunk interfaces, but just to speed up the conversion time, I have applied this command. So VLAN 110, this is basically a third octet 110 I am referring here. So whoever is connected with this SSID EMP-110, he will get an IP from this range, and whoever will connect with guest-30, he will get the IP from this tunnel interface. So let me show you the configuration of my access switch as well. So this is the configuration. Fast Ethernet 1/0 is configured as I have showed in the picture. And fast Ethernet 2 is configured in same fashion. One access point is connected on fast Ethernet 1 and second one is connected on fast Ethernet 2. This is my uplink configuration which is connected on my core switch, and I am pointing, this is my management VLAN IP, and I am forwarding all traffic to my core switch. Let's jump into our portal. So in for Aruba portal, you have to register your access point on portal dot instant on.hp.com. If you did not create an account, you have to create account first, then click on create site, specify the site name. In my case, FOC, let's see, future on cloud. Next, and then the serial number. This is the serial number of my access point. I have connected two access points, so both are showing here. Let's create a site. So site has been created now. So now first thing you need to do is you need to create a network. So let's have a look at the devices first. Okay, these are the devices. As you can see here, it got the IP from 100 VLAN. So this is the VLAN which I was referring you, management IP, and the native VLAN 100 I have configured here. So that is the reason it got the IP from this series. So now we need to configure our network devices, not the devices, the network through which you can. Okay, so the first EMP110, this is my SSID name and password, what I'm going to configure 129. Just make it simple and specific to, I will use the same as local network. This is the default option. If you go with this option, this will act like a NAT mode. Whatever the IP you will specify here, client will get this IP, but at the end it will translate to your downstream network. So I'm just configuring same as a local network because I wanted to get the DHCP from my core switch, not from this Aruba controller. If you go with this option, it will you will get the IP from the Aruba and it will encapsulate or translate to your management network. So let's configure our local network and VLAN is 110. Click create network. So EMP-110 SSID is configured. So let's create another one for our guest network. Guest-30 VLAN 30 is configured for guest network. And this is a guest portal, so no password is required. Leave it open. And I wanted to use the default network. Same as local network, my VLAN ID is 30. The two VLANs are configured. So two devices are configured with two networks. So now next step is you can apply a policy. Like if you wanted to block something like social networking, news, and all that stuff, so you can create a policy. You need to select application, and from here you have to search the application which you want to block, like adult content, then gaming you want to block, and shopping, productivity, all that kind of sites you want to block. So just select an action and add condition here. What condition is it should match a network, and that network should be our guest network, not our staff network. If you want to apply on staff as well, so you can just check this box and this policy will apply on your staff SSID as well. But just for the sake of testing, I'm going to block the traffic for the guest network. Just hit next, name it, okay, block social. So this policy you have created, and when someone tried to connect with any of, not any of, just guest networks, so he should not be able to access any social networking site. And whenever the client is connected to this SSID, you will see the client detail here. And if you want to block any client, so you can just select and block. Right now, nothing is connected here. And from here, you can see the health of your network. So this is it for now. In next video, I will show you the guest portal detail, and will also connect my mobile phone with this SSID, and we'll see the traffic flow and complete information when someone is connected with these access points. So you will see the number of clients those are connected. So this is it for now. I hope this video will be informative for you. Stay tuned, keep watching. See you in upcoming videos.